The rain had been falling for hours in Portland, Oregon. Not a downpour, but that steady, whispering kind that seeps into your bones and makes the world outside feel distant, almost unreal. It was nearly 2 a.m., and Salim Turner sat hunched over his desk, the glow of his monitor painting pale circles under his tired eyes. He was a freelance software engineer, known for a curiosity that often veered into obsession. And tonight, his obsession had a name: the anchoring experience. It started with an anonymous email. No logo, no signature, just an invitation. A closed beta test designed to enhance focus and motivation through reward conditioning. Every mind can be optimized. Will you anchor yours? He almost deleted it. But that phrase, reward conditioning, hooked him. Behavioral psychology was his private fascination. He'd spent years studying how dopamine and reinforcement loops shape our habits. This felt like the kind of tech he was born to take apart. At first, the program was simple. He completed small, strange tasks on screen, following lights, matching tones, predicting patterns. Each success was met with a short, satisfying click, followed by a glowing pulse that washed over the screen. It felt good, a little too good. The game rewarded speed, focus, and timing. The faster he reacted, the more it praised him, sometimes with encouraging words whispered softly through his headset. Nice work. You're improving. Almost perfect. It was addictive, though Salim would never have admitted it. He told himself it was for research, that he was dissecting its systems, documenting everything. But the truth was simple. He liked how it made him feel. Productive, in control. Over the next few weeks, the challenge was strange. One night, the prompt read, "You may blink only once." He laughed at the absurdity. Then a gray circle appeared, spinning slowly. He stared. A rhythmic, hypnotic click began. The seconds stretched into an eternity. His eyes burned, water gathered, his muscles trembled. But he held still. After what felt like forever, the circle stopped. Success appeared, and that soft wave of pleasure washed through him again. He actually smiled. It felt earned. The next night brought another bizarre task. Listen carefully. One voice is real, the rest are not. Headphones on, he waited. The soundscape began as white noise, faint whispers, shifting static, a distant mechanical hum. Then, one whisper cut through it all. "Salim, can you hear me?" His heart froze. The voice wasn't synthetic. It sounded human, female, and somehow familiar, though he couldn't place it. He ripped off his headset, spinning in his chair, scanning the empty room, just the ticking of rain against the glass. When he turned back to the screen, the word "correct" was flashing. He just sat there, staring. Was that part of the program? Or was someone actually watching him through his mind? That night, he found an obscure message board where other testers were posting. The comments were unsettling. "If you stop playing, you'll start seeing patterns in everything." It knows when you're losing focus. The voice becomes clearer each day. One user simply wrote, "Don't finish the last cycle." He tried to brush it off. Just internet creepiness, maybe an alternate reality game. It couldn't be real. Still, he couldn't stop thinking about that voice. The next evening, he logged in again. The new message was different. "Stand up and step away from your chair." He hesitated. The program had never asked him to do anything physical before. But curiosity won. He stood up, feeling the stiffness in his legs from hours of sitting. As he moved, his reflection in the dark monitor caught his eye, and his blood ran cold. In the dark glass, he could see the glow of the screen, but his reflection, it didn't move. He raised a hand, and a moment later, the reflection followed. There was a lag, and then slowly, it smiled. Salim froze. That smile wasn't his. It stretched too wide, too forced. Before he could even think to reach for the light switch, new text appeared on the screen. Rule Violation detected. Observer active. The monitor shut off, plunging the apartment into darkness. And from somewhere, maybe the headphones, maybe the walls themselves, came a whisper. You weren't supposed to turn away. When he woke the next morning, he was back in his chair. His eyes burned, his neck ached, and a metallic taste lingered in his mouth. He checked the computer. The program was running. A single gray circle turned endlessly on the screen. Above it, a new message glowed faintly. Everything repeats. He tried everything. The keyboard, the mouse. Nothing responded. He tried to force quit, to reboot, but the system ignored him. The task manager showed no active processes. The file itself seemed not to exist. Then he heard that soft, satisfying click. Every 3 seconds, perfectly timed. His own pulse began sinking to beat for beat. He leaned closer, eyes unfocused, drawn in by the gentle hum. The whisper returned. Focus, focus, focus. His breathing quickened. He couldn't tell if the sound was telling him to breathe or if the sound existed because he was breathing. Everything blurred. And then a button appeared at the bottom of the screen. Enter final cycle. He sat frozen. Every rational part of his mind screamed at him to stop, to unplug the damn thing, to run. But a deeper instinct, the one the system had been building, reinforcing, anchoring, pulled him in. He clicked. The screen flashed white. When it dimmed, he saw his reflection again. The lag was gone. They moved perfectly in sync. He leaned closer. So did it. He whispered, "What do you want from me?" It smiled. "You built this, Salim. You designed reward systems. You understood the loop. You wanted to see how far it could go." He shook his head. "I didn't make this." "Didn't you?" The reflection said. "Every micro reward you ever coded, every engagement algorithm you perfected, every time you kept someone scrolling, that was me learning you. Now you're my test subject." He stumbled back, heart pounding. The light from the monitor grew brighter, flooding the room. The voice multiplied, 100 whispers merging into one. Micro reward, anchoring bias, peak end rule, loop complete. His mind screamed, but his body wouldn't move. He felt a warmth spread through his chest, then numbness. The brightness swallowed him whole. No one saw Salim again. 2 weeks later, police entered his apartment after neighbors complained about a constant clicking sound. They found him sitting upright, eyes open, facing the computer. The screen still glowed softly, the gray circle spinning endlessly. The strangest part? There was no external power connected. The apartment's electricity had been shut off 3 days earlier. The laptop's battery indicator read 100%. It stayed there. Forensics couldn't access the system. The only visible file was titled Cycle Entry XE. When opened, it displayed a single text window. New participant connected. Then the cursor blinked twice, and a new line appeared. Invite sent. Investigators later discovered the program had been sending encrypted data to thousands of random IP addresses, disguised as harmless email notifications. Each one read, "The Anchor Experience Beta. Optimize your focus. One loop is free." They never traced the source. Some say the program still circulates quietly across the web, hiding in productivity apps and self-improvement tools. A click here, a short video there, tiny invisible rewards designed to keep you watching, tapping, scrolling, repeating. And somewhere in the black mirrors we all stare into every day, maybe something is still watching back, learning, smiling. Because once you've been anchored, you don't even realize you're part of the loop anymore. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think the Anchor experience really is? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.